I welcome all of you on platform of YourPedia Education, and as you know, on YourPedia Education you are getting the regular updates about various career opportunities, especially related to higher education abroad. So this particular video is related to one of the clarification one student got from one of the professor in foreign university, Purdue University. Student was applying in this university, and he got some clarification from the professor, and that is true for majority of other universities also. What professors require from students when you apply, and what are the most important things. So these are very important while you write mail to the professor, and when you write your cover letter. These are very important things. These can decide your selection and rejection. So one of the thing is related to financial support. You know, any university abroad will be happily interested to take you for the course if you have financial support. You know, that is the main trouble actually. If you do not have financial support, then professors hesitate taking you under their guidance. So if you have financial support or probability of financial support, then obviously there is no trouble, you can get admission easily. So let me tell you some of the answers which professors have sent you, some kind of answer to how to manage the financial support. You need to secure financial support for your studies. There are several possible options. You may be able to find support from some external organization. External organization means external to university. So there are various scholarships available. So all these things which I am reading, that is extracts taken from the mail sent by professor to one of the students who was seeking the admission in Purdue University. So professor sends him back these couple of lines. So what he says is that getting the scholarship, you can take it from external to university also, and in the form of internal scholarship also, which is called a TA, teaching assistantship. So there are two ways to apply in foreign university. One is you apply in the university, your GRE score is very good, your credentials are very good, and then university gives you admission, and then teaching assistantship is also offered to you, and then you can choose your professor. But suppose your credentials are not very good, your GRE score is not very good and all, but your research work is good. You can impress professor with your research work, and professor can arrange some kind of funding for you. So unlike India, where largely you get scholarship from Ministry of HRD or IITs, professors from their own projects do not fund you much. That culture is there in India also, which is called research assistantship or something like that, RA. But that is in US, that is a parallel opportunity. So professors have the project and they are looking for some student in the project, and the work which student has done matches their work, so you can get scholarship for that. So these are the two ways to get scholarship. TA is through university. So in TA is very competitive, you know, TA is very competitive, and these are available during the fall semesters. So if you get TA, it is very good. You will not have any kind of tension, then you can get it into that. But if you don't get it into TA, teaching assistantship through university, you don't get it, then you have to get into the research group of the professor and get the financial support. So how to get into research group of professor? You know, there is a research assistantship. In India also there is a TA, there is RA, teaching assistantship, research assistantship. Teaching assistantship is through university, research assistantship is through professor. So under this arrangement, professor will basically provide you research grant. So you know, professor, you need to impress the professor. That is what we always say on YourPedia, that you have to mail professor. That is the most important thing. You have to mail professor. If you impress professor, he will provide you the research grant. So you have to contact the professor early. That is what we say, that if you want the research assistantship, and throughout the year there are so many universities globally, so many universities world over, so many professors on the project. And suppose I got a project now, let's assume I'm a professor in some university and I got project now. I had applied in some project and that project funding I got now. Now I will start looking for research assistantship under my guidance. So at that particular point of time, if you apply if you mail the professor at that point of time, because his work and your work matches. Or suppose professor is planning from let's a couple of months down the line to start a project, and your research work matches with professors, that is the best time professor will send you mail back that okay, you can apply under my guidance or something, and you can get RA, you can get research assistantship. The moment you get that, your tension is over and you can think of pursuing your PhD or masters in that university. So what is the crux of this entire video? Crux is that getting financial support is the most important thing. There are two ways, either TA or RA. RA depends upon professor, and professor has the project, he will give you RA if your credentials match with what professor want. So the message is, drop as many mails to as many professors as possible, but yes, mentioning about your credentials. My next video is what you have to write in that mail to the professor, what they are looking for, that basically which impress them, what they want from you, and on the basis of which they give you RA or research assistantship. So this is how you have to ensure the financial support. And for ensuring financial support, you need to approach professor, and for approaching professor you need to write something. And what is that something? Please watch the next video. In that, again, the same professor from Purdue University has mentioned what we look forward to in particular student whom we will give RA.